Hello YouTube and welcome to a new video. Tonight it's kind of late, but I wanted to put out a quick video anyway. I'm talking about authentic playing tonight, and I'm not sure I have any really profound ideas or tips on this, but playing authentically is something that every musician should, I believe, should be focusing on. And what I mean by authentic playing is the essence of who you are as a person and having it come through your instrument. The thing that sets you apart from others, the you factor, the thing that makes you different. And authentic playing is really, really hard, especially when we derive our sense of value from how other people perceive our playing. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about my journey with authentic or inauthentic playing, and maybe some of the things that I've learned along the way. I have always been more of a copier, and sure, I can be creative at times, but I will listen to something that I really enjoy, and I will try to pick out pieces that I like and incorporate them into my playing. And while I think that every beginner or intermediate player should be doing that, there comes a time when you are ready to make the transition into another style of playing. And I feel like that is where I find myself right now. And it's kind of tricky. It can be tricky to reprogram myself away from just simply stealing other people's licks. I don't find myself transcribing as much. In fact, I seem to be playing my horn a lot until I find something that I really like that I've played, and then I work on that. I'm working on many concepts, trying to develop some vocabulary, and staying truly authentic to myself is very important to me. And it's not even necessarily about practicing anymore. It's about attitude when playing. Playing authentically yourself means stripping away all the BS that gets in the way of you being you. And while I'm sharing this with you, I'm also telling myself this, because this is holding me accountable. So I encourage all of you to play with reckless abandon. Play as if you were actually having fun. Because that's what it's really all about, is having fun and enjoying. And sure, there's this need to save the world, need to be the second coming. You know, I'm sure that every player has felt some degree of the power of music. But the reality is that when we treat the music as sacred and we take our own role out of our relationship with music, we realize that we're just a cog in the wheel. We're just a small piece of that. And if we can surrender to the music that we create, we have an opportunity to participate and be taken for a ride by the music. And interestingly enough, it seems kind of contrary, but when we allow ourselves to let go and be a part of something, sometimes you may find that you are more authentically true to yourself than any other time, than when you are desperately clinging on to having to be a certain way. So I know this is a very short video, but I kind of wanted to put this out there so you guys could kind of think about some different approaches, because it's not necessarily always about the practicing, but it's about willing to be vulnerable and to share your authentic self. And this is not something that relates just to music. It's just about life. It's where do you derive your playing from? Where does it come from? Does it come from the need for accolades from others? Or does it come from a pure and honest self? Does it come from a place of egolessness? Does it come from a place of surrender? So these are some things to ask yourself, and this is kind of where I find myself. I'm thinking about these kinds of things. So if you have any comments or ideas about this topic, please let me know, and I'd be happy. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about this. If you get any value from my videos, please consider subscribing. And I just hit the 100 subscriber mark, and that feels really good. So I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next video. And ta-ta for now.